Hello, everybody, and welcome to the dive. Welcome to another Watchalong. This evening, we have something different. We are watching a Premier League game together. It is Newcastle versus Liverpool, the first big game of the season. If you don't think that, or if you agree with me that Arsenal versus Manchester United wasn't a big game, then yeah, you're right. Because Man United looks like shit, so that's not a big game. But yeah, Liverpool versus Newcastle, or Newcastle versus Liverpool. Newcastle, the home team. The battle for the custody of Alexander Isak, as I call it, man. With that whole transfer drama, this game is has potential to be very explosive. I expect a lot of fouls, lots of yellow cards, maybe even some reds, man. No pun intended, because Liverpool are the Reds. Yeah, this game will have fireworks. It will be fun to watch. The crowd is very raucous at St. James's Park, and it will be a fun game to watch, guys. Like, if you're into international footy as well, then we will have some fun today. We will watch this brand new composed Liverpool team. Unfortunately, Jeremy Frimpong is injured, so we have Dominic Szoboszlai as the right back. So Liverpool will not be at their best. But everything else, you have Ekitike striker, left winger, Cody Gakpo, Salah right winger, and behind that, a midfield of Florian Wirtz, Curtis Jones jumping into the position of Szoboszlai, and Ryan Gravenberch, who is again back into the starting lineup. Centre backs, Virgil van Dijk, sorry, and Ibrahima Konate, and Milos Kerkez, and Alisson in goal. So honestly, with Connor Bradley just getting recently into the team, and Frimpong being injured, Szoboszlai jumping in as right back. But otherwise, best team possible, right? And Curtis Jones, of course, had to jump into Szoboszlai's position as well. And technically, yeah, no, technically, honestly, that's a very good lineup. And Newcastle has as the goalkeeper Nick Pope, Tony Livramento left back, Kieran Trippier right back, and then Bernard Fabian Scher, very big and seasoned defenders that know their job. Joe Linton physical, Tonali physical, Guimaraes physical, Harvey Barnes on the left, Ilanga on the right. That's their new signing so far. Malik Chow did he play it? Did he see a couple of minutes in their first games? I don't remember, unfortunately. And Anthony Gordon being the striker, while Alexander Isak continues his strike, or as in being on strike. And yeah, game already kicked off. A minute is done. I will get the timer done in a minute as well. And then we are off to go, man. Already first corner for Newcastle there. Let's see how Liverpool defends that, because Dan Burn and Scher are always dangerous after corners. Headed out by Kerkes. Well, there was the first high kick by Joe Linton. That guy will do. He's out to choke players out, man. Joe Linton is he's yeah, you can call it physical, or if you want to maybe even call it over aggressive. Look at that high kick, man. Bro is looking to snatch souls this evening. All right. All right, and my timer started now as well at 2.5 minutes. And yeah, Dan, guten Abend to you. Thanks for watching, man. And thanks to the four people in the chat overall for trying something new with me. Yeah, it's the games I would be watching anyways, so I thought, why not use it for the channel and for the stream as well to watch some international football, maybe learn some players, watch some other. Yeah, maybe we broaden our horizon a bit here, right? So let's have some fun. Sorry, there's the timer on screen. If any guy of you guys need don't have a stream available, just write it in the chat. We will take care of you guys, yeah? Or I will take care of that because I'm alone here, so there's the next slide tackle, man. Dude, this game is pure fireworks and physical and wow. Yeah, no, not slide tackle. Like Trippier went with a high boot, honestly. Wow. Yeah, man. Newcastle is not playing around. They blame Liverpool for the whole Alexander Isak saga. They're saying Liverpool are the ones that turned his head and that caused this whole saga, him wanting to leave, going on strike, statements via his agent, and then finally that fireworks Instagram statement where he said, "No, man, the club is lying. They told you guys their point of view, but my view on it is completely different." Man, that's a foul, bro. Oh yeah, dude. Newcastle takes this game serious, man. They are not effing around. Yeah, man. I'm good again. Thanks. Thanks for the message, man. All is well. I'm here watching the game, bro. And so far, dude, Newcastle is playing like expected, man. Slide tackles, high boots, shoving. Exactly the fireworks I wanted. Would be typical. They always get up for the big games, right? They always like to hurt the bigger teams if they play an Arsenal, a Man City, and whoever. But they always lose to the smaller teams. They play up to. Oh, that wow, that was from behind. Damn, Gravenberch, I like that. I know a yellow right now can't afford that honestly because you want your players to stay on the pitch as long as possible. But I like the energy, right? He's saying, "Hey, you will not out physical us." Good, good man, good. In a game like this, gotta counter fire with fire. And yeah, like I said, like Newcastle then on the other hand, like plays up to the competition, but also likes to lose against the smaller games or draw and drop points. Throwing for Newcastle, close to Liverpool's corner flag. And corner to Newcastle. Oh no, the goal kick, sorry. Oh my God, Alisson, I'm always scared when he does those moves, but nicely cleaned up. I wish I had Intel on that, right? Um, Look, if you are Newcastle, in my opinion, you have to sell. I know they don't want to, but he made it clear that he doesn't want to play for them. And you can't keep a player there blocking future moves and not get that money in because he's basically blocking them from making other transfers. As long as he is there, they will buy maybe one striker because they have to replace Callum Wilson as well, and they have to get then another striker and to replace Alexander Isak. But their PSR situation doesn't allow them to go out and buy two players immediately. So my guess is they have to cash in on Isak. And as long as he's there, it is stopping them from signing a big time striker, right? So I think best would be like best for all sides would be to sell him finally. It would be best for Liverpool, best for Isak because he finally got his move. And honestly, best for Newcastle because they cash in their 125, 130, 135, or whatever they then want for him. So my guess is that like in the next couple of days he will leave Newcastle. But yeah, they'll try to milk as much money as possible from Liverpool, right? And you can hear the Diogo song loud and clear. Liverpool fans are loud, man. It's good on Newcastle if they do that. They hurt themselves. If they do petty moves like that, honestly, that keeps them where they are and they will never get like what they want to do is they want to bridge that gap to the bigger teams, right? And if they reject a huge amount of money like that, that will of course like they need that money. It helps them overall with their PSR situation, more money to invest. Um, it would be better for them overall, but if they don't want to sell them, they're hurting themselves. So I honestly could care less. And I think Liverpool has if they wanted to, they can go into the market and get another striker like immediately. Everybody wants to or there's not a striker in world football that would say no to Liverpool's project right now. So Liverpool has also all the possibilities and it's Newcastle that is hamstrung. So they kind of have to. And if they don't, brother, it's on them if they reject that back for him. No, it is in a way. You have to look from two sides on it then. What look, we have only word versus word or this, yeah, like he said, she said situation. We don't know 100% what it is. Now, words on it. And saved by Poe. Um, look, there are two sides to the story. Isak is saying they approved to let me go in the next summer, and that was one season ago. And yet they weren't able to get the replacement. And because they're not getting the replacement, they are blocking the move. So it's quite honestly on Newcastle not going with their promise on him. But also you have to understand them. Like he is on the books for 3 more seasons. And so he is, of course, like contractually obliged to be there and play for them. But in the end, if they made that promise, if that is true, like the truth is most likely somewhere in the middle. Um, I think it's good for both of them. Both sides have been disrespectful, right? If it's true that they didn't give him the move they promised him to, it's disrespectful from their side, and him going on strike and all of that is, of course, like disrespectful to the club he plays for, and where he's under contract from. So it's messy from both sides, honestly. And yeah, like if Liverpool puts that money on the table that they want, why not get that money, man? I remember when Didi Hamann played for Liverpool, Dave, and I also met Didi Hamann once a long time ago when he was at MK Don's first team coach. Oh, nice. Yeah, I never saw him play live, right? I only know him as a TV expert, and I just will rewatch some of his highlights to see if he actually knows what he's talking about. And yeah, he is a very noisy and honestly very like not a good sporting expert. He is saying stuff just to be in the news, and he's one of those, unfortunately. Like he still has a lot of knowledge, but he's very, yeah, not nice to listen to. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we went through that already. It happens. Fishes get too big for the pond. Torres got big for the pond. Suarez got big for the pond, and Coutinho too. They all hurt, but now that I'm older, I see things different. Wow, that was a nice opportunity for Newcastle, but there was nobody there to get the rebound. Do Liverpool defensively, man. Is it just me? Is Konate washed? Is it because of all the minutes last season? Like, what is up with the chemistry, man? And these aren't even situations where Kerkers is so high up front and or even Soboslai, right? I mean, they are just holes defensively. Look, there all four defenders were set up defensively, and even Gravenberch moved back into the back line, and yet still they found that hole, man. It's a dangerous game. Yeah, no, you're right. Like fishes get too big for the pond, and that's why they want moves, right? And I understand it for Isak. He is the or top two like best strikers in the Premier League, which is sorry to my loving brothers. Um, in the best league in the world right now. And that means he's effectively one of the best strikers in world football. So if he wants to move out of Newcastle at some point, of course, he's allowed to have that move. I think their problem is the timing. Newcastle is petty because they didn't get their striker and they got rejected by everybody. And now we're in the situation where they blocked like all the approaches for him. Like they haven't done their job, right? I think they left him hanging as well. It's not only like him that is on strike, like they left him hanging as well and made it hard for him to move. Of course, you don't want to lose 125 million striker like that, but yeah. Yeah, for me as well then. I support four clubs in football. Like I am honest with you guys, like my main club that I love is here, Hertha Berlin. That is my number one club, and then it's Juventus because Juventus was the first international team I watched in the Olympia Stadium in the early 2000s. They came over for a friendly. That's how I started loving Juventus. And Hertha Berlin has a friendship with Liverpool because they were established in the same year, 1892. And we have a fan friendship with them, so they came over a lot as well to Berlin for friendly games. And that's why I started liking Liverpool. And then in 2016, I built like I'm not a huge fan of Atletico, but I built sympathy to Atletico Madrid as well because I went to the 2016 Champions League final and I was with the Atletico Ultras the whole day, and that's how I got a bit injected with the Atletico interest and fandom as well. And that's like those are Atletico I support, Liverpool I like, Juventus I like a bit more, but Hertha Berlin, I'm honest with you guys, it's my first love in football. It's my local club, right? So gotta support them. Pins or Pinch HP is saying, I don't think Liverpool weigh 130 million for Isak. That's way too much for him. I agree, it's too much for him, but the market is what the market is, right? That's the problem, man. For a guy that is bagging goals like him. If you think about the players that left for 50 to 60, like Elanga, what was it? 52 million something. Chelsea, sorry. Bought João Pedro for how much? Was it between 50 and 60 as well? Liam Delap for 30, 35 something, if I remember correctly. Like the market is cooked. Like how much did Newcastle pay for Elanga? I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was around the 50 million as well. And then, like, to think you have a striker here that is bagging every season, that in terms of talent is one of the best strikers right now in world football, that amount of money is, yeah, it is what it is. Nice slide tackle by Kerkers. That was important to win that duel against Ilanga. Dan is saying, I first started watching Serie A in early 90s when Paul Gascoigne went to play for Lazio. I started supporting Juve in 1995 after when Gascoigne left Lazio to go to Glasgow Rangers. Yeah, man, all of us have our stories and how we found our teams that we like internationally, right? Most of the time it is liking a local team that you support because that's the closest team. That's where all your environment, neighbors, friends, like they inject you with some sort of a fandom as well, right? And yeah, I love hearing those stories, man. And now we watch that and another one called by Alisson. Dude, Newcastle is going heavy very quickly. Oh, yeah, Ekitike, man. If he had controlled that would have been uh, a good counter. Man, Newcastle makes it physical and very quick and yeah. So, is it Pinch or Prince? You can correct me on that if I'm wrong. Is saying will Wirtz be a flop this season? There are not so many Deutsch players which succeed in England. Ballack, Gündo, Özil, that's it. I honestly think that Wirtz is more talented than all of those that you mentioned, and he has the potential to be one of the best German midfielders ever. Generally, by talent, it is incredible what he does. Scoring goals, assisting, roaming all around the half spaces. He even played winger sometimes. When he was even younger, before he found his actual position as a 10, he even played as a 6 and as a 8 for Leverkusen. They tried a lot with him, gave him the opportunity to develop his game, and what they found was that as a creative outlet, he is one of the best. And that's how they use him. And now I think that will help Liverpool 100%. Like, he will be very good for them. You just have to give him the time to learn the style of the Premier League. I know, because Liverpool broke the British transfer record for him, but it is what it is, man. A player, especially a 10 that is a finesse player like that, doesn't just immediately jumps in and has immediate impact. Of course, you want that because of the money spent. But I think you still have to give him the money, learn the movements of the other teams, how to break down the blocks, which team is playing, which way some are pressing you, some are sitting in a low block. And there are so many different playing styles and speeds, and every team is playing at a different pace. So he has to learn that, and I think he will, man. Give him like a couple of games at least to learn the style of different teams. But I don't think he will be a fail. Yeah. No, the Premier League market is crazy. Like, no, look, I think the 100 millions are reserved for only the like elite players in world football, right? And the market is what the market is because some teams started it. I'm not saying Chelsea or whatever, but that's a yellow for Konate in my opinion. He straight up put him down. Wow. That's already a yellow on Gravenberch and on Konate, man. Wow. Playing with fire. And yeah, the market is what the market is, man. It's unfortunate, but in my opinion, like, neither was Enzo Fernandez that amount of a player. I think it's a bit more justified for Caicedo because he's doing so much for Chelsea. But even then, like, it's not worth like 100 million plus, right? But nobody's talking about the price tag because they finally start working out for Chelsea. But yeah, like, this football doesn't have those elite players that are worth that money. But I think Wirtz is one of those that can have, or that has the possibility to be worth that money. Like, he's a special talent. Like, it's him, Musiala, the Lamine Yamals, like, that elite crop of players, in my opinion, are worth that. And Mbappe is worth that money, right? And Haaland should be worth that money. And yeah, like, that should be reserved to the elite players and not just, yeah. For example, Nico Pass, the 70 million that were rejected by Como today, even that is crazy. I get, like, he's a very good talented 10, and if you learn how to break down a low block in Serie A, my opinion is you can break down low blocks in the Premier League as well. But man, 70 million for a player in his that is now in his second professional season where he starts. I don't know, man. AC Milan in early 90s were a very dangerous team. Oh, dude, Milan is one of the biggest football teams in history, man. With all the players they had, dude, they had an incredible success. It's just the money that is around in football, and specifically the Premier League, makes it hard for the best teams or for the best historical teams to be good. Real Madrid and Barcelona are still there because of the names, because of the rivalry that, thankfully, like, Ronaldo and Messi saved La Liga. That's how La Liga is still living on their, wow, just had it over the goal. That was a beautiful cross, man. Um, yeah, like, the Madrids and Barcelonas are still feasting of the Messi and Ronaldo era. Otherwise, La Liga wouldn't have wouldn't be as interesting anymore, right? And they rekindled all that rivalry that brought them money, the jersey sales, the revenue. And yeah, Real Madrid will never have an issue with their revenue, right? Those guys. No, but that helps those teams. And then you have Bayern, who is their revenue is always high. They're the biggest team in Germany, the most followed team. They have a big stadium, I believe 80 something thousand seater stadium, always sold out, perennial in the Champions League. Hold on. Now it's Newcastle again. Elanga on the right side versus Kerkes. Pass into the box. Oh, that was Soboslai saved that one. Thankfully, was there. And where was I, man? I forgot my point because I was scared of that chance. Yeah. Oh, I was at Bayern. Yeah, like though those teams somehow survived. Bayern was champ 11 times in a row. They always qualify for Champions League. They always go to the quarter or semifinals. They won it in 2020. So their revenue continues to be high, and they're able to spend that. So you have to be successful. Honestly, I still think, for example, with Juventus, I think our stadium is too small. They should have had the foresight to build a bigger stadium. Now you're stuck with a 45,000 seater stadium. You missed essentially the money of 35 to 40,000 fans, right? And then you have to make the product more interesting to keep the stadium full, for fans being interested in watching the product, being interested in watching Serie A overall, and that's where Serie A failed. Um, that's where Serie A failed, man. The quality, the social media games started late, making it difficult for the other teams to buy their players. So yeah, and also, sorry, not owning their own stadiums, not being the one that cashes in on his own ticket sales. Like giving almost like depends on how the contracts with the government are, but yeah, the stadiums are government owned, like for almost 90% of Serie A teams. So that's revenue they're all missing out on. That's why it's hard to cash in. And even then, infrastructure, stadiums are old, training facilities are old. There's so much stuff that can improve. Which, if they do that, that will help, man. That will help in the long run. Wirtz is a good player, but he isn't an Özil. Mesut Özil was special. Did you see him? Of course, man. Of course, I watched that World Cup. I remember the ending of that World Cup. No, Özil is a special talent, but I think if Wirtz does this, look, Wirtz at this age is better than what Özil was at this age. And if he continues his development, and I respect him for accepting the challenge and going to Liverpool, because everybody said Bayern, Bayern, Bayern. And that in the end will help his development because he chose a challenge like that and to honestly compete in a league like this. So I think Wirtz can become better than what? Oh my God, Konate. Oh my God. Wow. Oh my God. Dude, what is Ibu doing, man? What's he doing in these first games, bro? My God. The referee is the same guy that allowed Luis Diaz goal against Spurs. Bro, I remember that. I never felt that much outrage, and that SOB Gary Neville had had the audacity to say after the game or even in his podcast, Liverpool should apologize to the referee. Dude, the fucking referees should apologize to the teams because Liverpool said that they consider actions like, dude, that was criminal. What happened? Oh my God, I don't. Dude, that was still one of the like craziest wrong decisions like since VAR has been implemented. That was so crazy. Juve need investment or new ownership to get their stadium bigger as well as attracting a bigger player, name players like when they had Zidane, Trezeguet, Vialli. No, the problem is not the investment. The owners are the richest in Italy. We have very rich owners. They can easily put the money there, build a new if they wanted to, they can build a new stadium right now. Like you don't pay that out of the club's pockets, but out of the pockets of the investor. They can do that. That's no issue. But everything else, like you can build a stadium, but like player transfers and everything, that happens with the club's revenue. That you can use that. And but the revenue right now is high. The product is not quality enough. The stadium, if I watch us play a small team, the stadium is half empty. Like Parma, granted, was full, but that's the first home game, and those are always full for almost every team because fans are excited to go to the stadium again. But oh, now it's Soboslai, right half space. Oh my god, that was bad. Um, yeah, our stadium is not full like for every game. So you have to do all of those things. You have to. I know Maple Dave is making fun of our collections sometimes of the fashion stuff, but all of that is revenue that the club earns. Shirt sales, merch sales, all of that is important. So and Juve want to go to into that fashion. Oh, it's in! Oh my god, what a goal! I thought it hit the side of bro against the momentum of the game. Goal for Liverpool. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a shot, man. Gravenberch is back. It's 1-0 to Liverpool. Wow, what a game. Oh, sorry, what a player. Like the game is 35th minute, but wow, what a shot. Wow, hit the inside of the post. Beauty. Did Fabian Schär touch it a little bit? I think he touched it with the side of his boot. Yeah. Like basically what I'm saying then to that message is Juventus has to raise the revenue. They have to improve their financial fair play situation, and you do that by raising the revenue, selling young players, selling overall players for profit. Shirt sales, of course, help if you get top players, but if you don't have them, also don't think that Juventus gave Yildiz immediately the number 10 because Yildiz will be the next Zinedine Zidane or whatever, one of the greatest of all time. They gave him the 10 because you earned money of that. A young, promising talent. Oh, that pass was undercooked. Otherwise, words would have been through. Now Liverpool back into their pressing. Yeah. And all of those are the things like you have to earn money on the pitch and from the on the pitch product. That helps you with revenue, buying players, and all of that. Stadium is like I said, that's not an issue. If Exor want to, they can build 5 stadiums right now. They are almost on government owned. That is regarding the stadiums in Italy. And the worst thing is that the municipalities do not give any licensing to build stadiums. I know. It's for me the same with Hertha BSC. We play in the Olympic Stadium, which is government owned, and we want to build a new stadium close to where that is because the club was established in Western Berlin, and the fans to keep it there because of tradition. And next to the Olympia Stadium is a gigantic like park area where they want technically to build a new stadium, a 40 to 45,000 seater stadium, but the government is blocking that because they don't want us to play around like anywhere close to the location of the Olympic Stadium because of the tradition and laws and blah 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 and stuff like that. They make it hard for us here as well. But most of the German teams own their own stadiums. Yep, of course, corruption, absolutely. Hello, LJJ. I do not think that is the problem then. Oh, with Exor and the owners. Yep. Yeah, Elkan has money. The league sucks. It's not as attractive anymore. We attract players. We paid 60 million. Yeah, and that's not even attract, right? We put the money on the table for them. We paid the money for them, and they wanted to arrive. It's not like we don't pay them anything. We attracted the players with money, but not specifically with the sporting project. If you want to attract players with that, you have to have a good on pitch product as well. Exactly. Money is not the problem. The league is the problem. Oh, I am 50 seconds ahead of you. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Players will come if the league is attractive and Juve is serious about CL. I agree with that. You never walk alone, brother. You never walk alone, man. You too, Dan. You don't walk alone as well. Do you think that Liverpool was wrong in renewing Salah? I think that they should have let him go and get Rodrigo. I no, I don't think it was wrong. Sometimes you have to pay players for what they have done for the club as well. Look, it's not like if Liverpool had money problems, I would have said no. But Trent Alexander-Arnold leaving opened up a huge amount of uh, of open wage space where they then renewed Salah. I believe for it was around the same or just a slight raise, and for Van Dijk as well. I think you had to renew those because those are your cornerstones that won you 2 Premier League titles, the Champions League. Um, you have to get those. And there's no player that on the right side is as effective as Salah. Of course, like at some point he will lose his legs, right? He already lost some of his pace, but he got more lethal in front of the goal, and he will still repay you with goals. He already has one this season. And I think he will give them, again, like minimum 25. And if you get that production from at that age, I don't think it's wrong extending him. You also just that is just recognition of the job he has done for the club as well. You can't see that situation just black and white. And how are you paying a player of his age that amount of money? Um, you have to just as a recognition as what he has done for the club, what he has done last season. Brought them to the honestly, they gave him the ball and let him cook. Like there was no intricate offensive game plan, right? It was give Salah the ball, let him cook. And how many times did he assist from the right side from that edge of the box with the beautiful curtain pass, or the goals he scored sometimes being isolated and then curd that goal in. His overall game is so much more intelligent. Even if he disappears in a game like this, because some fans from other teams are trolling him, oh, where's big game Salah? But he will still give you 25 to 30 goals, man, every season. Oh, that is nice by Gakpo. Now you have Salah on the right side, isolated. Cross by oh my god, that you see, that would have been one of those assists, man. If one of the Kurt Jones or Ekitike would have been there, that would have been a goal. And another assist for Salah, right? Look, nice dude. Kurt Jones missed it. Yeah. But you see, that's where you pay that money from. And exactly how you are saying, Agusio, Salah and Virgil provide so much in the locker room. They can raise players. They have won trophies. They look, Virgil is the captain. He will always be the one that will hold the other players accountable, that establish the chemistry of the team, that establish the identity of the team. Those are the players that do it, like your seasoned players that have won titles. And I think you pay for their leadership, you pay for the actual quality, you pay for what they have done for the club, and what they still may be able to do. Yeah, Egan, I agree. Like there was nothing more beautiful to watch than Klopp's football. It was so intense, his high pressing, constant bombing forward. But you you know it, right? Like how many heart attacks we had watching his style of football was crazy. Like how many goals conceded that we didn't have to, but also the amount of games that Liverpool won in the dying minutes because he was still continuing that football. Man, he is forever like one of the greatest Liverpool coaches ever, and honestly, also one of the best Premier League coaches. It's unfortunate that he had to go up against that Manchester City Pep Guardiola run team. Oh, that was a gigantic gap in the midfield. Gravenberch getting bad. Soboslai marking Harvey Barnes. Nice. Turn back. Now Kurt Jones closes that gap. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Cleaned up. Now yellow for Dan Burn. And also, in my opinion, most important is Liverpool getting another defender. Honestly, like I forgot who it was in the chat. That has to be a yellow as well, bro. Yeah, yeah. F you, man. Wild game, man. Wild game. Yeah, no. If I am Liverpool, I would have spent the money that you want to buy Isaac with. I would have gotten another defender, Mark Gahey, dude, a player that is not even in his prime yet, but close to getting there, in his early 20s, going into his mid 20s. A defender, honestly, a backer. Oh, they're checking for a red card. What do you guys think of that? Is that a red to you? Like he's going studs up, he just didn't like follow through the leg, but he basically shaved it down with his studs. What do you guys think of that? It's one of those like he is going studs up, so with no regard, honestly, for the player's health. But maybe you can say he didn't follow through, like he lowered the leg, like his foot a bit. Man, I don't know. Had it been a red immediately, I wouldn't be opposed if it stays like that. But if he doesn't give it, I'm also not opposed to that. It's such a 50-50. It's a 50-50 in my opinion. Like whatever the referee decides, it's not a huge. Oh, what's he doing? Did he reach to his pocket before then? Wow, red. Yeah, he went studs up, man. You shouldn't go studs up. Don't go studs up, bro. From behind, like you're saying, studs up. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I just don't know. Look, the VAR is supposed to interfere with egregious errors, right? Like the idea of VAR is to overturn, um, like flat out like wrong decisions. Was this one that was a clearly wrong decision? My like it is a red in terms of the rule book, it is a red, but I don't think it was a clear wrong decision by the referee that needed overturning. But had he given the red, in my opinion, of course, hands down, it can stay a red. Yeah. Bro, like studs up from behind when it is the defender that has the ball and they're in their own half. That is, it's unnecessary. Right? Like, that was a bozo moment, man. Pure bozo moment. Dude, I love this game, and I love the physical. Dude, that is the good old Premier League being back, man. That is the good old Premier League. No, it's a dumb decision. You don't do so, dude. You are the right now the backup to Alexander Isak, man. They need you, and what you are doing, yeah, and what you are doing is slide tackling from behind the defender when Liverpool is still in their own half and didn't even create anything. That's a dumb decision. Bozo moment. Oh, trust me, I remember, bro. I remember. Was it Soboslai that saw a red card once for barely touching a guy? Was it Soboslai? There were a couple. I think Gravenberch had a red card also last season. That wasn't just dude. The Premier League referees are the worst, man. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Oh, and the I won't ever forget that kick by Jeremy Doku into the chest that wasn't a red card, where he jumped and did a fucking karate kick with his studs into whose chest was that? Was that Gakpo? And it was, I believe, in the box as well, right? So it should have been a penalty for Liverpool. And neither did they get the penalty nor the red card or like nothing. Didn't even give it a foul, I believe. Well, well, well. All right. I will mute my Sky stream again. Remember that game when Van Dijk tackled Isak and got sent off? Newcastle was all over us, and then it was that game. Yeah, you're right. And also those Darwin goals were peak, dude. The beauty of those goals. Oh, that was incredible. Yeah, when you came back in that game, that was crazy. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, dude. Newcastle is always playing up to the competition. They always play physical. They try to outmuscle the teams, right? And that's especially usual. Dude, I dislike him. Like from the opponent view, I just purely hate him because it's so hard to play against him because of his pushes, shoves, slide tackles, his fouls, his dirty tricks, elbows, and all of that. But if you are on his team, you love a player like that. That is an antagonizer that will disturb the other team. You love a player like that. Should we go through a couple of numbers? All right, let me take that down. Yeah, man, so far it's oh, sorry. Let me use that layout again. Yeah, so far it has been a wide game, man. A very wide game. Let us go through the stats first. So 46 to 54 ball possession. Liverpool up with the ball possession a little bit, but yeah, Newcastle is countering very quickly. They tried to build up themselves in the first 30 minutes, and then Liverpool got some control over it. And all of those 0.64 XG, let me guess, were oh, that was Tonali, Dan Burn, Anthony Gordon, another one, and Anthony. Dude, all of the chats were, were from him. And then another one from Tonali. Honestly, with how Newcastle played the first 30 minutes of the game, they should have scored the lead, but they allowed Liverpool to stay in the game, right? Um, and if you give Liverpool the chance, like the quality they have to score a goal out of nowhere, even Gakpo, if you allow him one of his turns into the box, if you allow that Salah, Ekitike has the quality to make quality runs, and yeah, like Wirtz is, in my opinion, magician on the ball, and even Gravenberch, brother. What a beautiful shot. Yeah, 0.07 XG. That is the expected goals of that shot. How crazy is that? 6 total shots by Newcastle to Liverpool's 2. 1 shot on goal by Newcastle, but both of Liverpool's shot went on goal. 1 big chance, 1 missed big chance. That was that one. Oh, that one from Wirtz. It was the one that got saved early by Pope, right? That he saved to a corner, I believe. Man, the passing. Look, this is like there you see this is a physical game. 76% accurate passes for Newcastle, 77 for Liverpool. This is a wide game. They don't allow any sort of a flow to the game. And that is where Newcastle wants it, right? They don't want Liverpool to get into the 85, 90% percentile game, because then Liverpool can build the dominance and push you back into the box, and that's when you get all the shots from Salah, the runs from Ekitike, and that's what they don't want to allow Liverpool. And so far it worked, right? But one of the bozos thought, let's make a wide decision and tackle Virgil van Dijk from behind. Bro, that is one of the dumbest decisions I saw in a while. He hurt his team, man. Liverpool scored the 1-0 or the 1-0 like before that, and now he even decreased their chances. Now you have Liverpool over with 1 man more on the pitch, and now they'll be able, or as my guess, they'll be able to establish some of their dominance into the game. And now maybe in the second half you can even throw in Conor Bradley, shore things up in that back line, move Szoboszlai back into the midfield, and then you have yeah, there's your your dominance again in the midfield. Because Curtis Jones is good in those runs, but in terms of controlling a game, Szoboszlai is holding that way better in his sort of new 8 box-to-box role. I think that would suit the midfield a bit better. It would give Liverpool a bit of better control over that. All right, now let's use SofaScore. Sorry if I nerd out a bit, because a lot of the actual fan channels don't do like as much analysis, like mid game, right? So, and this is what I'm nerding. Yeah, I'm even nerding out in front of my friend actually. Yeah, yeah. Let's not go further into that. All right, Liverpool average. Or should we go to Newcastle? Um, yeah. Fabian Schär and Dan Burn pretty deep, honestly, if you compare. Oh, no, sorry, average positions of Van Dijk. That's where Liverpool is pressured back because Newcastle is pressing them and don't allow them into a rhythm. I'm surprised with how deep the average positions of Kerkers should be somewhere up there, like where the yellow spot is. Um, there's Van Dijk, honestly, kind of everywhere, but pretty low, I think. Konate, yeah, like always, pretty high by the pitch, and Soboslai is holding that line as well. Um, yeah, it's Liverpool is being pressed into their own into their own third man. Like Newcastle's press was really good, and they didn't allow a rhythm. That's why it's that important that Gravenberch hit or scored that goal like out of nowhere. It was completely against the flow of the game. And now Newcastle has to go for the game, which will allow Liverpool even more room, which makes them, of course, more dangerous with having Salah, Ekitike, who is quick, shifty, and Gakpo as well. So, yeah, honestly, Newcastle would have deserved a goal from the work they put into this game, but gotta score, right? Gotta score. Couple of them held nicely by Alisson, controlled, sometimes tackles from Van Dijk, and one from Kerkers where he had Elanga on the left side and stopped him into a throw-in instead of a corner, or instead of letting him dribble into the box. So that was quite okay, but Liverpool allowed some dangerous passes into the box as well. Let's see how it changes overall in the second half. But of course, like I'm not an oracle if I tell you that now the game slightly moves more into Liverpool's hands, that they are a goal up and a man up. So don't need the magician to tell you that. Oh, I almost went into the skies. Dream there, and I don't want to be copyrighted. Yeah, these were the halftime stats. Let's go through a couple of the messages as well. Joe Linton is always up for this game too, kicking our player all over Wembley. I remember, dude, Joe Linton has something against red jerseys, but specifically Liverpool jerseys, man. Like how that guy's always he's a menace on the pitch. Honestly, I would have thought that he will be the first player that gets red carded. And honestly, I'm not too surprised it's Anthony Gordon because he has those bozo moments in him. But what I don't understand, Egan, and you can explain that to me as well. I thought he is a Liverpool fan. I know he is Gauss, right? He played for Everton. But everybody keeps telling me, and all the fan channels are saying that he is a Liverpool fan. Is he, though? With his behavior, how he always plays against Liverpool, like he always does stuff like this. It just wasn't punished now with a red card until this game. But what's the story with him? Like, is he an actual Liverpool fan or is he still a secret blue toffee? I like how referees handle game in EPL. Look, the flow of the game and the flow that the referees allow, that is what makes the product nice, right? You allow very quick pace changes, counter each other, and that allows the fast-paced game, which is nice to watch. But it's always the decisions they get wrong. And that's what I don't like. That's why I think the referees are bad. Because in the end, how do you allow a wrong offside decision in 2023 was it? Or how do you misjudge red cards? How don't you still understand what the penalty is? Um, with that, like the referees are really bad, unfortunately. This channel deserves to be way bigger, but all on time. Thank you, my brother. Yeah, I'm trying to bring, like I said, the international football more into it because being just in the Juventus creator space where you have a couple of big sharks in it, it's hard to excel in a market that is that minuscule because let's not beat around the bush, right? Like English Liverpool content creators are a small niche in terms of the football content creator space. And I'm watching like so much different football. I watch, of course, Bundesliga a lot. I watch the Premier League, honestly, even more than Serie A. With Serie A, I watch only the big games. But dude, I can sit down and watch Burnley versus who did they play at the weekend? Burnley. It was the battle of the Sunderland, right? They beat Sunderland 2-0, I believe. I can sit down and watch a game like that, and it's entertaining and beautiful to watch. The sky coverage is incredible. The pace of the games is incredible. Can sit down and watch even that. And it's not big teams, right? But honestly, I don't I can't sit down and watch. No disrespect, but I don't know, Cagliari versus Parma or Cremonese versus, yeah, those games. But yeah, like I said, I watch a lot of Bundesliga, second Bundesliga, because my team is there and I have to know those teams. So that's already done from Friday to Sunday. Those are the leagues I watch. Premier League, I watch that. The usually the Friday night game is interesting. The Sunday night game is interesting. So I'm watching those all of the time as well. And then depending on whether I'm working or not, if I can watch on a Saturday, I try to get as much as I can from Premier League football, Bundesliga football on the evening, because there's only one Bundesliga game left. I watch Serie A, for example, or the Saturday evening or Sunday evening. You have the nice La Liga games as well, which I do. My whole weekend's full with football, man. And I just thought it's interesting to bring new perspectives, to watch different teams with you guys as well, because those are the matches I watch, man. And I thought it's not a bad idea to bring you guys into that as well, and for you guys to broaden your football horizon as well. So yeah, I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys turn up even more for in the future for games and streams like this. And quite honestly, I like waffling with you in the chat as well. It's fun, guys. Thank you for being here. I reset the timer. Now going to the second half. Chiesa warming up. Oh, and sorry, I didn't answer the Chiesa question earlier. I think we get Chiesa time. He is the number one winger sub. Now that Diaz is gone, Chiesa is the first option off the bench, in my opinion. And also Liverpool doesn't have a backup striker, so Chiesa is also technically your backup striker as well, if you don't want to throw in Jadon Dance or whoever. I don't even know if he's caught up. I didn't look into the hold up. I can do that quickly. No, Jadon Dance is not even called up. Honestly, Chiesa and Gumoha are your only forward players. Maybe Harvey Elliott you can sub in as a winger as well. But overall, like Endo midfielder, Joe Gomez defender, Leone defender, Conor Bradley defender, and of course Robo defender and Mamadashvili goalkeeper. So you don't get a lot of you don't they don't have a lot of other offensive options. So they kind of have to use Chiesa if they want to bring in some energy. Maybe sub him in for Gakpo if they continue this lead, or yeah, something like that. All right, the game started again. I am just preparing my timer again. I'm just waiting for the Premier League stream. Oh my God, they score out of nowhere? Hugo, what have you done, bro? I was looking at my timer and I didn't even see the goal. Fuck. Bro, after 25 seconds, man. Bro. My bro, nice. 2 goals already. 2 goals already for a KTK, man. Wow, what a goal. Bro. Now 2-0 Liverpool, 2-0, 2-zip. Dude, honestly, my fan didn't even see it. Wow. Wow, guys. Oh my god. Wow. All right, now let me. I already updated the second goal. No, sorry. I gotta. All right, whenever the 47th minute starts, I am ready. Now. Oh, damn. Don't even let me breathe. Oh, didn't even let me breathe. All right, all right. Yeah, Bruno, you did a lot. You did a lot of complaining there. Even as the captain, you did a lot, bro. That yellow was deserved. Oh, sorry. There is my scoreboard. Sorry, guys. There it is. Now you can sync it up with me as well if you want to, because mine is now exactly as it is for me on my stream. Shut up, Sandro. Shut up. Oh, you're crying now. Oh, poor Newcastle crying now. Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. I'm petty. Brought all that energy in the first half, tackled Liverpool, put them down, fouled them from behind, to now just cry. Wow. Congratulations, Newcastle. Where's that manly adrenaline that you had in the first 30 minutes? Man, if we get another, if we not another, if we finally get a Wirtz goal contribution as well, man, that also was on the right side. Deflected. Yeah, man. Come on, I need a Wirtz goal contribution, or at the best a goal itself, so we can shut up the Manchester United and Arsenal fans saying, "Oh, Wirtz is agent 007." 0 goals, 0 assists, number 7 on the shirt. Yeah, I'd like to see. Like Liverpool is, yeah, they're slowly turning up their game at their pace now. It is the way that Liverpool likes it more. Fast paced. Yeah, man. Oh, dude, always, always. I even have my energy if we play a lower tier team. But dude, against Newcastle with how the big mouths were, how they wanted to make this game a war, and now to being a man down and down to 0, and their players bitching around now. Oh my god, Salah. Oh, cooked Livramento. Come on, come on. Come on, shoot. He kissed on the and now he lost it. Ah, yeah. Yeah, but dude, these games, I'm up for them, man. Dude, I don't even know if I'm allowed on stream during a Manchester United game or if Liverpool meets dude, the amount of cursing I do and insulting Manchester United players. Let's see if I can behave myself. If I control myself, we will watch those kind of games as well, bro. Brother. Oh, sorry. Oh, Liverpool singing the Chiesa song. Dude, is there something crazier than that song? Dude, it's so contagious, man. I know they're saying fuck off Juve, but deserved right a little bit. Oh. No, I genuinely think Liverpool doesn't need Alexander Isak, right? Did we talk about it yesterday? When was it? Honestly, I think what Liverpool needs is a decent backup. I Watkins was one of my examples because he is kind of used to the Premier League. He's up there in age. He is well versed in the league. There, you need somebody behind Ekitike, is my opinion, not somebody that rivals his minutes, because I think he is already good enough to be the starter in that front line. So, oh yeah, yeah, that is honestly deserving of a red. Yeah, now watching those scratches, bro did a lot there. Yeah, man. No, but I would use that money. May get a defender. That's the main position that needs to be addressed. Honestly, I would. Yeah, but Schick is expensive for Leverkusen. Like they made him their number one striker now. They sold Amin Adli to Brentford. Was it Brentford? Brentford or something. I don't know. One team with white and red stripes. Amin Adli left. They were about to sell Boniface to Milan before he failed the medical. So they have to keep Patrick Schick, so he would be kind of expensive. But maybe he's in the same price tier as Ollie Watkins as well. So that honestly, if you get him around that price, I wouldn't mind it. But yeah, you need somebody behind Ekitike. And then spend on a defender, spend on a backup to Gravenberch, because I don't know if you want to have Endo being the number one backup to him. And then if Gravenberch is hopefully not, but if he's out for games and then Endo being the starter the whole time, I like Endo, and he brings energy and he disrupts the game. And if you lead, like he's a brilliant option to bring in. But I don't know if you want to keep Endo or have him from the beginning if Gravenberch happens to be injured or rotate or something like that. But yeah, and maybe even a left winger. Egan, you can tell me, but are you okay with your left winger sub being a Chiesa or Ngumoha? Or do you want somebody else just to be sure there on that side? Because those would be three options, honestly, I would address over Isak. And then, dude, with those 130 million, you can get a striker that is, I don't know, 60 million. You can pay your 35 for Gehi, for example. That would make it 95. Maybe get a midfielder that is also 35 to 40, and there you have your Isak budget. That's three players already, right? And if they still sell Tsimikas in something between 10 and 15 million, which they will do in the coming days, that's honestly that helps as well. Maybe it frees up funds for another. Oh my god! Wow! 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 Newcastle scored from a free kick. That's what I said. Set pieces, man. They're dangerous from those. And Liverpool also concede quite a lot from set pieces, like the last couple of seasons as well. Yeah, that's bad, dude. How is Milos Kerkez the one man marking him, bro? That's wow. That shouldn't be possible, man. Oh yeah, I want you to do the same, bro. I want you to do this right. Same. Yeah, yeah, man. And also they played horrible football, dude. Manchester United is with such a negative football, like stole the point. Yeah, I don't know whether if Ten Hag wants to make that mistake again. Let's face it, guys. Unless you are IFTV, Chiesa is a cooked player. Don't matter. He scored last game and watch defensing. Number one, don't call them shitty fans. They're the best fans in England. Number one, that sorry. I'm not saying Chiesa is back to his best before the injury and all of that, but I think he is a very usable rotational player. That's all I'm saying. And to have him on the bench and him being an option, I think that's a good option from the bench, right? Because he showed a couple of times with us, he can still bring some of his speed if he's fresh. And if you sub him in the 60th minute, have him for 30 minutes, that's what he can bring. And I don't mind him doing that, man. I think that's a good role for Chiesa. That's why I didn't want Liverpool to sell him. I'm not saying he is completely cooked. I'm just like he's not the start anymore, in my opinion, and neither should he, right? But he's a good backup option, bro. I watched Šeško at Man United. He looked like another back, like he's another bad signing for United. Dude, United has so many other different. I wanted to make a video on that, but then time passed, and then Seshko got signed already, and then time passed again, and I thought, okay, now it's too late to make a video on it. But I think it's an idiotic signing, not in terms of the player, because I think he is a good player. I just think to spend that money on Sheshko, overlook signing a midfielder when your midfield is the shittiest part of your team. That is a bad decision, man. That is again like the leadership at Manchester United is no who is doing their scouting right now. It was Dan Ashworth like a couple of months ago, but like who is doing it right now? I forgot the name of the new Ineos guy. Um, it's just like dumb spend of money again. How do you spend like 75 million like euros? I forgot what the amount was in pounds on a new striker when your midfield is cooked, man. You have Casemiro that doesn't have legs anymore since 3 years, and a Bruno Fernandes who is a very offensive like playing 10, but that doesn't help you control the game whatsoever. And that is your midfield going to the Premier League. They got already found out like last season, and now they play the same under Amorim with the same two midfielders. How is that possible, bro? Yeah. Yeah, that is dumb Manchester United management. If they had gotten in a midfielder and then they have like money to change after they sold Garnacho or whoever, then then they can spend that money on Sheshko as well. Yeah. Yeah. Sheshko doesn't look like he fits there because they play a two-man midfield. They play a two-man midfield that can't progress the ball, and the ball doesn't arrive with Sheshko. That's what look, Sheshko is not the striker that drops deep, receives the ball. Like he is a very much like box roaming number 9. And yeah, like Sheshko wasn't in need. I think he is a good player. It's just not a player that they needed, man. No, but Agustia, but I know they sing it, but you have to have some fun in football. Look, I know that they say F of Juve, but you also have to think it's the fun of the song, man. They got him for 12 million. 12 million, man. They got him for 12 million, man. That's a bargain. Even dude, the 12 million already for the last game he won for them, that's already he already did his job, man. He did his job for them. For 12 million, it's a bargain for them, and they said F of Juve because they got him for a bargain. It's not because they are disrespecting us as a club. It's because number one, it fits into the song, like into the rhythm. You can bounce to it properly. It's a fun song to sing. And it's because they got him for cheap, man. It's not to actually fuck off Juve. Like, don't worry about that. It's not an actual diss. Like, come on. I know Egan. I know they have. Oh my god, saved. Nice by Alisson. I know they have history, Egan, but in the end, man, like, don't we have to grow from history as well? But yeah, like the song is still like not there to. Do you find any of the content creators, or if they talk about other clubs, other leagues, like are they? I know they disrespect the leagues because they don't rate other international leagues because a lot of English fans are just like focused on English football, so they don't know outside of England. But I don't find that they are specifically disrespectful to us. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they do. And yeah, dude, the ref cam and I don't know what the ref cam in the Bundesligas in Germany is way better than that. And the German ref cam has better microphones as well, so you hear what the players are saying. Damn, Liverpool swimming again defensively, man. Yeah, chill, bro. Come on, he held your hand, bro. Shares making more of that. Bro, chill, man. They're dropping in the box like flies with every single touch, man. Come on, bro. You are the vice captain, man. Shut up. Go out there and fight. I'm sorry for my negative energy, guys. Oh, sorry. I didn't even adjust here. Newcastle's goal. Sorry. Sorry. 2-1 update. Wow. Bro, you can't keep allowing those can't allow those passes, man. Yeah. I didn't expect like this much fight from Newcastle, bro. But good. Good on them. Good on them. Oh, he will get either one penalty or he somehow somehow he does. Yeah. Arsenal are looking at Hincapié from Leverkusen. Yeah, dude. They want to fuck over Tottenham again. Tottenham approached Hincapié yesterday, I believe. Tottenham, I forgot what their offer was, but it was below what Arsenal now offers again. And now Arsenal is having their fun again with pro Tottenham because they are cucking them for a new transfer. But only makes sense if they sell Zinchenko, right? Because of the amount of options they have now. And again, like the video I did on Arsenal, they have no excuses anymore, bro. They are double and triple covered in every single position. There's no excuse to not fight Liverpool and City for the title, right? And some of the fans still want to lay low. Some already said, "Oh, now we can challenge that we got Eze through the door." Yeah, bro, show it now. Now there are no excuses left anymore. No excuses for Arsenal, in my opinion. Yeah, and trust me, bro, that's the issue. They keep repeating, how much they won under Wenger, but haven't done shit since then. Oh, and yeah, so sorry, Dal. I was solely focused on this game. So yeah, now I watch the score 5-0. This destruction on Torino. Oh, Salah isolated on the right side. Curled cross. Oh, Gakpo tried back heel. Yeah, I know that area. That area that was very interesting for Germany, and let's say in the 30s and 40s. I will not go deeper into that topic. All right, and also breaking 2 hours ago because I was work, I didn't see this. Napoli advanced in talks to sign Rasmus Højlund from Manchester United. The agreement with United at final stage on loan with buy clause to become mandatory in June 2026. Okay. By the way, I'm saving all the videos right now on Instagram where Newcastle fans seems to harass or boo the Liverpool players arriving at all of that. I watch all of that afterwards. Oh, by the way, if it's true that McAllister is not there because he's expecting a child in the next hours, congratulations to him. But that is rumored, so if that's true, congratulations to my man Alexis McAllister. If you watched that, congratulations, bro. Of course, Alexis McAllister doesn't have anything else to do right now. I'm sure of that. Yeah, yeah, like he's not on the team sheet. The rumors are that he's expecting a child, but I haven't seen anything confirmed. If that's true, congratulations to him, man. Oh, sorry, his wife is expecting a child, and he's of course with his wife, but I can't confirm that yet. That's a nice win by Kirkis. Man, Ekitike, that was a bad pass. Bro, Gravenberch is now toying very heavily with that second yellow, man. By the way, guys, what do you think of the thumbnail today? I think I have a new style. Or it is similar to the one of yesterday, but I put more oomph into it today. What do you guys think of the new thumbnail idea? Yeah, I feel very bad for Julian. No, I forgot what I said. Sorry, bro. I I forgot as well. Oh, what do you think about the thumbnail? The thumbnail I did today was a new idea, and my girlfriend helped me as well with it because she said what she didn't like and what she liked and what she didn't like, and she helped me with improving it. So I just wanted you guys feedback on the thumbnail to give her credit as well. Oh, that was a nice step by Kurt. Come on, keep the ball. Oh, Ekitike read it wrong. It was the wrong run. I hope Shea's okay, man. I hope he's okay. There's Chiesa and Connor Bradley. Got hit at the back of the head. Oh yeah, that's a elbow to that's unfortunate, man. Jumped into the elbow basically. I hope he's okay and that's it's nothing serious, no concussion or whatever for Fabian Scher. All right, Chiesa for Kitike. So Chiesa again the striker, Conor Bradley for Wirtz. So Soboslai will move forward now. And then it's Gravenberg, Soboslai, and Jones in midfield. Well, people, we're living in a world where Chiesa is a backup striker, bro. Striker. Do you remember the comments with when Allegri was coach and second striker and all of that those debates? I hope he matured, right? I hope it's I just hope that he matured and that he's now like finally open to do what the coach wants him to do on the field, man, and that he doesn't have as much of a big ego. But it looks like it, right? Oh, chill, Bruno. You're on a yellow as well. Can't afford bozo moments anymore. There's the new German center back. German center back for Swiss center back. Malik Chow. Rangnick had always a very good side, honestly, whichever team he coached. Even that Hoffenheim team that he promoted from 3rd to 2nd to 1st, Bundesliga in the span of 3 years, which was crazy. Oh, no, Chiesa won the ball. Nice. Great save by Denver. Great save by Denver. Otherwise, through ball by Chiesa, and that would have been Salah on the right side. That was nice. Yeah, Rangnick always had a good team. That Hoffenheim team had money because they had one of the richest billionaires in Germany buying the team at a very, very early stage. And he pumped money into their team before we had financial fair play. So they were able to get players from, I don't know, spend 50 million euros like in every transfer window almost, which was unheard of for a third division team and second division team at that time. Oh, sorry, not 50 million in the. But when they got promoted to the first Bundesliga, they spent an incredible amount of money, which was unheard of. And he always had a very good team. At that Schalke, when he returned, he had two spells at Schalke. I believe one was for 2 seasons before the Hoffenheim job, or what? Both of them were before the Hoffenheim job, right? Those problems hurt Schalke in the long term because of the money that Schalke paid for players at that point. Like it hit them very hard long term. And that is what he does. Like he demands excellence, he demands good players, he demands a very intense, high pressing playing style. Very similar to what Jurgen Klopp wants to play. And for that, you need the right players and the right team. So his sides are always good. They play a very aggressive style of football, but it also costs the team a lot. Well, dude, Connor, take a shot, do something, just don't lose the ball that easily. Yeah, foul, yellow, stop the counter. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Dude, how many times uh, do we get those misunderstandings with Alisson and the other players, man? Like we have that so many times, those miscommunications that cost them. Yeah. Well, AJJ, Hope so. Hope so. Arsenal tied the game. Arsenal, Newcastle. Wow. Wow. Crazy. Wow, and now we get Ryungu Moha. Okay. Dude, Liverpool giving up these 2-goal leads, man. Bro. Dude, Elanga still having that energy and that speed is crazy at the 90th minute. Wow. Yeah, crazy game, bro. That's why we are watching this. Man, Newcastle being a man down and still showing this respect to them, right? Respect to them. Damn, bro. What a game. 11 minutes added on, guys. So we'll be here for a while. By the way, guys, I will stop my timer for some weird reason. It's not timed anymore. I don't know what happened. I just take that away, yeah. And now you have me full screening it. Damn Liverpool. That defense, my man. From a long ball like that from Nick Pope to be discombobulated defensively, misunderstanding with Alisson and Gravenberch. Man. Oh my gosh. Punched out by Alisson with one hand. Oh, that was scary as well. And another corner for Newcastle. Bro, the stadium is going crazy. Stadium is loud. 9 minutes left. So 9 minutes left in added time. I'm sorry if I don't comment a lot on this. I'm just watching this. I love the energy right now of the whole game. The pressure of Newcastle, the overall game, the stadium is loud. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, JJ. Like this energy and that they have right now is crazy and man down. But like I said, this is the games they get up for, right? And they were specifically like looking for this game. Like they marked this in the calendar, like since the whole Isak thing started. And Newcastle plays Liverpool pretty hard anyways all the time, and now they are incentivized to play even harder. And they're showing that hard, man. I respect it. Another corner for Newcastle, man. Yo, Jeff. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, Liverpool's defense is looking iffy, man. Gave up two goal scores in 2 games, man. They came back against Bournemouth, but man, Newcastle is a different caliber. Boy. I took the time off, guys, because for Aaron or whoever's joining in now, my timer showed something weird, so I just turned it off. We're in the 95th minute, and we have 11 minutes of added time for the game. So now it's 6 minutes left. Ouch. Yep. And Newcastle has those physical players, man. They are tall, strong built. They are built to disrupt a finesse team like Liverpool. Yeah. Okay. Jones out, Rio in, and Elliott for Gakpo. Okay. So it's Elliott for Jones and Rio for Gakpo. Dude, I I would rather go to hell than see Arsenal winning the Premier League title, bro. They would be so unbearable, man. I can't stand them. Dude, their fan base is almost it's for me like do you know like Stephen A. Smith hating on the Dallas Cowboys fans? That is me with the Arsenal fans, man. All right, Rio. All right, Rio. 4.5 minutes left. For me, it's the same. I love their players, man. Their team, the construction of their team is incredible. It's very hard to beat them. Very physical, yet still like very technical on the ball. Like they have excellent players, honestly. And in my opinion, they still, in terms of the first until the 20th whatever player, their team is the deepest in the Premier League. So they should challenge for the Premier League title. But yeah, um, Arteta has put weird energy into the club, always excuses, and it's their fans are doing or using the same excuses. They have that same energy, and that's what I dislike. Man, they're very delusional, so entitled. And the only thing they've won in the Arteta tenure is an FA Cup, I believe so. And they try to chat to the big teams that are fighting for stuff. Dude, even Manchester United in their shitty era right now won more than this current iteration of Arsenal. Yeah. Both teams believe they can win. They have 3 minutes left. But I think like Newcastle tried for a while. I think now they're a bit cautious as well because they know Liverpool's always dangerous. They had to do that around that 90th minute where they had that sequence of cutbacks and passes into the box where they had the multiple corners. Like that was where they were dangerous. Now Liverpool in a bit of a flow with 2 minutes left. See if they can do something with that. But yeah, man, both teams going for it, man. This is a nice game of football, honestly. Yeah, no, Liverpool slowly passing it back because Newcastle's pressure was on point there. Yeah, Kerkers didn't risk the pass to Rio there. All right, Ibu. Oh, now Chiesa to Salah. Szoboszlai lets it through. Rio scored! I told you guys. Oh my God, I told you guys. I told you guys when he got. Oh my God. Oh my Jesus. 16. Oh, did he make 17 years yet? Bro, a teenager. Oh my God. Oh God, dude, oh my God, what I will do immediately after this, I will go into Manchester United and Arsenal fan channels and watch them being destroyed by this moment. Wow. Oh my God. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Oh, dude, and for him to turn it in that beautifully. No offside. Chiesa, Szoboszlai. Wow, man. And Salah with another goal contribution, bro. Salah with an assist, bro. Oh, Jesus. But Jeff, tell me this is not fun to watch, man. Egan, this is my daily dude. How many times are we going to do this season? Like these heart attack games, bro. How many times do we have to do this, man? This is almost to the level of heart attack football, like Jurgen Klopp, man. Wow, 3-2 lead for Liverpool, guys. Jesus, what a heartbreaker for Newcastle, man. I almost want them to keep Isak now that they're this heartbroken. Well, bozo moments, shoves. What's going on now? What a game, Jesus. And now another minute added in, of course. Maybe 1.5 to 2 minutes because of the goal, celebration, this foul. Jesus, what a game. And Nick Pope is forward. And dude, if Liverpool defenses and we get another 4-2 after giving up another 2-0 lead, would be that would be classic Liverpool, man. Another corner for Newcastle. My dude, this is intense, man. Dude, Liverpool is always, yeah, man, fino alla fine, brother. That's where Juventini and Reds, bro, we meet each other. Yeah, Liverpool is always hard to take games, man, Jeff. This is entertaining, bro. This is fun. Ah, man. Headed out by Virgil. Now Elanga on the left side. Ball is out. Thrown for Liverpool. Thrown for Liverpool. I think that should be it now. If they can somehow slowly. Yeah, Alisson, my brother. Try in Portuguese. Maybe he listens to you. Try in Portuguese, bro. What a game, man. And now you hear the Liverpool fans celebrating. Wow. Man, I want to go a Prem game once, bro. 3-2 lead for 3-2 win for Liverpool. Wow. What a goddamn game. Oh man. Dude, oh my god, this Liverpool team. What a fucking heart attack, bro. Once again. Oh my god, dude. Oh, wow, this was crazy, man. Yeah, Chiesa, go dab them up, bro. You are vital for that goal, bro. You opened that room up. Damn, Chiesa, my bro, excelling in England over there. What a game, bro. Wow. Ekitike with the goal. Salah another goal contribution. Gumoha's first goal, dude, 90 plus 10 minutes. Bro, Jesus. Jesus, what a game, man. All right, I close my stream. Boys, do we need any more analysis on this, or did the game just speak for it, man? Like, do we need analysis? God damn, man. This was intense. Honestly, the first minutes were just kicking each other, fouling each other, corners. Damn, what a game, man. We saw a red card, we saw fights on the pitch, we saw tussles. It was a physical game. Newcastle still didn't let Liverpool into their rhythm. Do you remember in halftime when I said Liverpool was in their mid 70s? Now Liverpool at 83% pass precision, which is for their standards not good. But they tried to completely like destroy Liverpool's build-up game. They didn't allow them any rhythm, not letting them into a flow like for the game. Newcastle themselves like with 68% ball possession, but it was a very chaotic game. Like you don't look at this game and want intricate, beautiful football. Like both teams wanted to fight in this game. That's why I said like the fight for the custody of Alexander Isak, bro. And Liverpool won it 3-2. What a game. 62% ball possession in the end. So yeah, that happens when Newcastle is a man down. But yeah, man. Oh my god. This was intense. Almost one expected goals for Newcastle, 0.93 and 0.7 for Liverpool. So they got better and better with that. Um, yeah, that that was crazy, man. That Rio goal was 0.4 alone. So from 2 goals, 0.7 um, overperformed that. But Liverpool is always good in finishing, like if it's not Darwin playing. Like the finishing of Liverpool is always decent. And again, this time, man, very yeah, honestly, like very effective. 5 shots on goals, 5 shots in total for Liverpool, 10 for Newcastle. 4 on goal for Liverpool, so only one of them was not on goal. Meanwhile, like Newcastle, 3 of 10 was on goal. Newcastle, 4 big chances, 2 missed. Liverpool, 2 big chances, 1 missed. So it's 50-50 there. And then you have fouls, man, 17-15. Like this was an absolute war. Like you don't expect nice, free flowing, beautiful football from this. No, like both teams knew what they get here, right? Both came prepared for a fight. And in the end, like Liverpool came up somehow came up with the win, bro. They always do that. It's crazy. Rio, man, a 16-year-old, bro. A 16-year-old. Egan is saying it's nice that we won, but we have to learn to defend. We can't keep getting away with this. No, man, you can't. And now Arsenal looming at the weekend. If you guys like the window shuts before that, if Liverpool is able to get another defender, I think, dude, it's almost if the Gahey deal is possible, I think that would help them. Maybe not immediately for the Arsenal game because he'll have to learn somewhat of the system. But bro, with Konate playing like he is currently, I'm sorry, but they need somebody to honestly to rival him. I don't know whether his head is gone because of the Real Madrid rumors or whatever. But damn, he looks like Bambi on ice there on the pitch, and that doesn't help. If you defend a high line like this, your defending has to be on point. You can't misjudge your positioning. You can't like get away with having weird moments on the ball, miscontrolling the ball, and allowing the opponent to counter on you. And I don't know. He keeps get. It's also like more misunderstandings with Virgil. I don't want to put it all down to Konate. Like maybe it's somewhat on Virg as well, but it's hard to explain, man. But yeah, to for defending that high line, I think if they get Gahey, who is so well rounded, I think that would be incredible, man. And honestly, if I'm Crystal Palace, I'm saying, bro, you need a defender desperately. Um, just come on, let's do it 40. And honestly, Egan, do you think that Liverpool says no, now that they watched the last two games? Genuinely, I think now it's and still even 40 is a good price for Gay. It's just he has a year left on the contract, so you want to save as much money as you can. But at this point, bro, yeah, 5 million is not a big difference. Let's just get it over the line and strengthen defensively. I think that's most important. And genuinely, I think a backup to Gravenberch is very vital as well. Yeah, what a game, man! Liverpool once again came back, gave away gave away a two-goal lead. Um, And honestly, the point where they scored the second goal in the 46th minute immediately after the game was whistled on, like 25 seconds after the referee blew the whistle to score immediately. That should normally like rip Newcastle apart, but kudos to them for keeping their energy up and then having that now or never thought and trying to still go for a game. And honestly, if you look over the whole game and the performance, how Newcastle was disruptive, how they were attacking, honestly, I could have they I think they were deserving of 3 points, right? But it's again like the overall better team, the overall better quality. Of course, Liverpool having 11 men on the pitch, while Anthony Gordon got sent away for his bozo moment. Um, dude, it's like the meme, right? They can't keep getting away with it, and they got away with it once again. Liverpool win 3-2, guys. I almost said 3-0, don't know why that. Um, won 3-2 again. Thank you guys for bearing with me for the stream. A stream? Man, my language is gone again. 11 p.m. for me already. Yeah, guys. I will outro this baby, and I don't even dare to look for the outro music because I didn't find it yesterday quickly enough. So I will not even bother. I will outro this. Thanks for watching, guys. And maybe as one last point, join the Discord for more debates. There I'm back on the screen for a moment. Join the Discord as well for having like nice debates. I want to establish or we have a top 5 leagues channel where we can talk about the other big leagues and overall other football as well. So you are welcome there for other debates as well, and not just Italian football. We don't discriminate here. And yeah, join the Discord, man. Let's keep the debates going. Thank you guys for watching. There's the outro screen again. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye, people.